I got back from Vegas a few days ago.
Oh, hey, welcome back. We left off in the last episode with Big Ed's daughter meeting Liz in Las Vegas, and it was awkward.
Liz looks older than me. She looks rugged. Botox does wonders.
Ed meets up with his friend Lily to tell her about Liz meeting Tiffany, and how after their dinner together, the situation got worse.
The next night, we end up at a club.
Okay.
Tiffany and her friends show up. It took them over half an hour to even say hello. So then we get up to leave the club, and I could tell Liz was upset.
Liz wanted to wait until they got back to the hotel to talk about why she was upset, but Ed being Ed couldn't let it go.
But I kept asking, what did I do? She goes, it's not your fault. I don't want to talk about it, but I couldn't let it go.
Lily doesn't look surprised by any of this.
We get into a little argument.
Mm-hmm.
She basically told me that my daughter and her friend, apparently they were talking shit about Liz.
Apparently that was enough for Liz, and she left, which sounds pretty dramatic on her part.
She booked her flight and left me the next morning, all by myself.
No.
Yes. All by myself. I felt like I was back in the Philippines when Rose and I broke up.
Just to clarify this flashback scene, Rose leaves because Ed lied about not wanting more kids.
You hurt me, you lie me, again and again and again and again, so I'm done.
Which was his fault. Don't rush things and don't lie. Not sure why that's so hard for him.
So I texted Liz. She's gonna come over later, but I wanted to talk to you first and just try to figure this out.
Lily goes on to say that they don't communicate well.
And she's young. And on top of that, getting in an argument because the daughter says something, she's supposed to be an adult. You can't storm out of everything. That's something my 8-year-old son does.
And then says that they need to communicate better or break up.
I've never been with anyone that is so amazing. And when she's not next to me, I'm a mess. She's the one.
Oh, he thinks she is the one. I wonder if Liz thinks that.
But we don't know how to communicate. And if we are going to be together, we have something we have to do.
Ed texts Liz and she agrees to come over and talk.
Dinner with Tiffany was tense. I definitely didn't feel comfortable talking to her.
She goes on to say that she heard Tiffany and her friends say that she should find someone her own age. And when she was upset, she wanted to wait to talk to Ed about it at the hotel.
And when Ed was asking me what was going on, I didn't want to open up about it, but he kept pushing for it. And he really kept pushing it to the point where I went online, bought a ticket to go home because of how he was acting at night.
So she left and they didn't talk for 4 days.
This is a reminder to subscribe to this channel. If you don't, Big Ed will appear in your shower.
So when I get upset, I don't use this, I use this. And what you do is you pull back. When you left, I actually had a panic attack.
She cries when he says this, but I can't tell if she feels bad or is just frustrated.
I feel bad for leaving, but he's not really listening to how I feel, and that's definitely hard.
Says she isn't ready to walk away from this relationship yet, so they are still together for now. But according to a post on Liz's Instagram, they went their separate ways. She posted photos of her and Ed with this caption. It looks like Ed gets a memory instead of forever. Leave a comment below. Will we see the relationship end in this season? Ed keeps trying to push this relationship forward as fast as possible. What will he try next? Here's a clip from the next episode to help you decide.
You light up my world. Will you move in?
Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!